Greetings and salutations, friends! My name is, of course, Charles Q. Banks, and I'd like to welcome you back to my playthrough of Dark Souls 3. You may notice I sound a bit different now, and that's because I've figured out a way to, hopefully decrease the echo. I had multiple sound sources going, which were all picking up my voice, and so now I've turned off a couple of those. So I apologize in the past for any popping, crackling that you may have heard, because I am, as I say, dedicated to excellence, and you deserve better. So let me know, either in the comments or in the chat, how things sound, that I may better serve you. And hopefully, by now, the music won't be overwhelming my audio, as it has been this whole time. We'll see. We'll see about that. Alright. I must stop this beautiful music in order to get things rolling yet again. The fight continues. I need to change some things in the system. Oops. There we go. Alright. Continue. Now, I remember that I said that I would continue on through to the catacombs, which lie behind a cave in the Abyss Watcher's domain, but I may not be doing that. There are a couple of choices. I'll start with that. There's another choice going behind where the Crystal Sage was, on that path to the left of his area and boss room. Let's talk to this soul again.
You offed the Lords of Cinder, the Undead Legion.
I did.
So that's how they're delivered to their thrones. I pity the sorry souls. Is that really Lordship's last reward?
Yet to get killed by me? Heck yes. Tis an honor to be offed by one so classy as oneself. I mean, myself. Anything else?
I failed to thank you for helping them find their final resting place.
You're welcome. I didn't know I was doing it for you. Farron Ring. We have a new item.
I pity the sorry souls. Is that really Lordship's last reward?
Rather a philosophical soul, is he not? One quite given to neurotic fits of desperation. Or rather crestfallenness, because desperation can sometimes lead to action. In this case, it's just leading to nothing for him. We have 5,000 souls. Who's this again? Aldrich. Don't need him.
Aha, thou returned, and a fine day it is.
Hello, Ludleth.
So, happened upon any twisted souls?
Yes. So now we have the ability to buy Boulder Heave, as well as the Farron Greatsword, on top of everything else. And of course, the Farron Greatsword, which also comes with a knife, is also dexterity scaling. Blast it. Confound it all. And it takes faith to use the boulder heave. Shoot rocks forth from one's mouth, just like the demon that we fought. The stray demon. It is just a stray demon. On the bridge above the swamp. Let's read this. I have no idea what this will say. Art of a stray demon of stifled flame spews a boulder from one's mouth. The boulder is heavy, but shatters easily. Of stifled flame. That's all the lore text we get from that piece of rock. Also, Havel's Ring. We get Havel's Ring from this stray demon. Explain that to me, Vati Vidya. Vati, we need you. Increases equipment load. A ring for warriors keen on heavy accoutrements. Accoutrement. This ring was named after Havel the Rock, the battlefield compatriot of Gwyn, the First Lord. The art of war has been a constant since ages past, and those who would follow in Havel's footsteps, Havel, are no fewer now than in his own day. That's true. And it is mine! Yes, please. Okay. So, I used the soul of the stray demon for that. I wasn't going to use Boulder Heave at any time. That was never even a question. So, now we can actually wear heavy armor.
Do not be away over long.
Without being encumbered. Which is like my favorite thing ever. I love heavy armor. Or just armor in general. I like it. 2 sets of dark armor, don't need that. Put this on. Yeah. Well, gotta put the Havel's Ring on as well in order to get the effect. Ugh, it doesn't help very much. Blast it. And confound it all. It's the difference of, I think, 10 points. Man, that headpiece was heavy. So, yeah, Havel's Ring is quite nerfed. Quite nerfed indeed. And I don't much care for that. But it helps us a little bit, I guess. I mean, I suppose now I can wear the Fallen Knight helm. Woohoo. I mean, it's very cool with the hood and all. But, so yeah, I can do that. I can now wear medium armor, not heavy armor. Because I started out as, depraved or what have you. Started out with nothing, so... Bleh. Perhaps we can put these... No. There's very little we can wear without encumbering ourselves. Wait, I didn't put it on? I thought I did. What's wrong with me? I took it off, and I don't know why. Yeah, it doesn't help too much. Unfortunately. This is fine, I suppose. It works. I'm so angry! Rah! Oh. Oh boy. PlayStation? Hello? We are experiencing technical difficulties. And I do not know why. Well. Okay then. This is happening. You know what, I'm just gonna end the stream and restart my PS4, because I don't think it's... I think it's totally borked. I think it's totally frozen. We'll see. It says it's working, but at the same time... Greetings, Philippa Shear. Yes, this is a Let's Play. You get to play my face. Okay, it's working. What the heck? Well, the music is back. That was weird. I got frightened for a moment there. Okay. Everything's fine. No problems. Anyway... Hopefully I can cut that out of the YouTube video. My goodness. How are you doing today, Philippa Shear? Hope you're doing well. I shall now travel to... What do you think? Catacombs or the Cathedral of the Deep? Oh wow. You and your girl's generation stuff. Cathedral of the Deep. Sounds good to me. I kind of wanted to go there as well, but there's no real reason to go one place over the other. Going to both is required. And greetings, Gerg. Cathedrals are indeed fun. But congratulations on the package you received, Philippa Shear. I hope it brings great gladness to you. That's true. Cathedrals are at least acoustically fun. Also architecturally. Wait, this is a... Okay. I'm like, what's going on? This is a dead end right here. I was expecting more, but, oh. There's a path right here. I hear Titanite gleaming, glittering. Aha! You dead, little innocent lizard creature. Yes. That has become apparent, Philippa Shear. As do I. Collecting is a rather gratifying practice. What on earth? Can I get over there? Or is that just a crazy little... Yeah, that looks like just a bad texture. The forest is bleeding through the wall. It's just great. So I got my heavy red halberd. It doesn't do quite as much damage. Not at all, but it is easier to use in difficult situations. So, Ah, you're mine. Death to the 8-legged lizards. They're so adorable. You said you wouldn't get into collecting those photo cards that come with K-pop albums, but you can't help yourself. They're just little slips, little photos of the person. That's it, they're tiny. I mean, when you buy the albums, you get them. So, it's like automatic collection, correct? Or else, are you going out of your way to purchase them? It's like Pokemons. For music. Yeah, cards are like the original, the OG collectible. Oh, this guy has more health than usual. Bye-bye. Yeah. You might buy a few separately, but you haven't yet. Well, this is awkward. I'm gonna throw some balls at this guy. Are you gonna... do you have one of those card binders? Missed me. I just pull a spear out of my pocket. It looks hilarious. I'll never get tired of that. Just materializes. Yeah, they're not too expensive, just like any other binder. Toast. Perhaps if he didn't have all those bodies on his back, he could have fought better. I have no idea if that green stuff around her belly is actually armor or just her belly. I get her hat! Yes! I love this hat. It also comes with a tiny mask. Ah, the Herald set. I've never played as the Herald before. Where is... ah, there it is. Not much different. You used to collect baseball and football cards, not because you cared about sports, but because you just loved collecting stuff. Such Asperger's syndrome. Yeah. Such Spurgers. I think a lot of people feel that way. I mean, I was into football way back when. Collecting things. Helmets. Barely watched football, but I was super into collecting the paraphernalia. My brother used to, unironically collect baseball cards. I don't know if he was ever really into baseball. Of course, he was always the athletic type, so it made more sense for him. I'm sure at some point in anyone's life, people have always collected cards. Whether it be Pokemon or whatever. Or Pogs. I do remember collecting Pogs. Pogs were sweet. Bring back the Pogs! I mean, there's such a cult, like, phenomenon of Pogs coming back. Everyone's... well, I say everyone, but comedically referencing Pogs is just something that anyone over the age of 20 or so tends to bring up. Well, I don't need to do anything at this bonfire, so I can move on. What kind of sweet set did you have, Gurg? Oh, is that a sheer drop? The drop, but no, it doesn't go anywhere. Unless there's an item down there, in which case I would love to go down there. Oh, I hear something. Hi! You're wearing the Fallen Knight set. Oh! He has a nice sword. Sword and dagger. You can't handle the long-range halberd. Oh, don't do that. I don't like it when you do that. Oh! Don't throw stuff at me, you fee. Oh, you're gonna throw stuff? I'm gonna throw stuff. He's quite resistant to fire. Right through the gizzard. And he gave me nothing. Unfortunate. Your pogs were mostly Power Rangers and random cartoon pictures. Yeah, mine were like a ton of Nickelodeon things. Like, what was it? Cat Dog? And, Beavis and Butthead. I had some Looney Tunes as well. Blessed Shield. Ah, there's someone down there. Can I throw things at him too? Fire! Maybe I should save that. Woo! Didn't expect that, did ya? Very nice axe he has. Oh! He's coming after me. Missed me. You're too slow. R1 spam, that's all I do. Spider Shield. I can't remember any of the others. I was super young. Even though I participated, I was still kind of in the growing phase. Like, yeah, I want those. You have no idea what you want, foolish child. Oh, I'm sure Pogs are made by someone. If not, like, just sold in stores, then for nostalgic value. Because I hear them referenced by people all the time. Like I said. Oh! This is bad. Oh. They're relentless. Yeah, stay back, dogs. Oops. There. The side sweep of doom. Side sweep of dog doom. So, another question I have is how does my microphone sound? I changed a few settings before coming on again, just to try and make sure that the crackling didn't happen. And I'm hoping that I'm actually getting clearer sound this time, but I'm not actually sure if that's true on the other side of the stream, on your end. No crackling? Good. If there is, you let me know. But good. Whatever I did, it might have worked. I have an airy in my arm. That's not coming out. People just selling their old collections? No new stuff? Well, that's disappointing. I'm disappointed in people. In the human race in general. If somebody started making Pogs, I'm sure people would buy them. The little... oh, what's the word? Nano Babies thing is coming back. There's a new line of... I can't remember what they're called, but... That's a terrorist. 400 Pogs for $26? What a steal. I mean, that is a lot of Pogs, man. Tamagotchis, that's it. Tamagotchis. That's exactly what I was talking about. Sorry to interrupt your little obelisk-worshipping cult here, but, that's heresy! So, you all die by the sword. Or the halberd. It is a cleric's weapon, after all. And I got an Estus shard. They're just giving them out, like, in every new area. So they're a little less exciting now, but it's always great to have more Estus. Next they'll bring back Neopets. I would enjoy that. No joke. They had those little Neopets that were, that I got. They weren't really Neopets, they were just plastic, toys that were, like, see-through. I'd get out of vending machines. Those things were fun. I collected a few of those. As many as I thought my parents' wallets could afford. Which, I never really expected much from them, to be honest. I got a notched whip. How interesting, seeing that it's found in a cathedral.
Merciful goddess, mother of the forlorn, who have no place to call their own, please bear witness to our resolve.
Witness.
Fire for Ariandel. Fire for Ariandel. And the ash to kindle flame.
The moans of devotion. That's another amazing voice acting job. I've wondered this multiple times, but never looked it up, but I wonder how the voice acting is in the Japanese version. Did they just dub over it? Or did they have a completely different voice acting team? Or did they just put subtitles in Japanese? I don't know. What? Excuse me, Philip? Sexy Neopet fairies. Ugh. That sounds wrong on all sorts of levels. Like, who are they selling those to? What kind of demographic asked for that? Woo! Die, you dead people. Oh, don't puke on me. Who did that? You. Stop that! Oh, criminy Christmas. Right in the buttocks. These guys just spawn forever, don't they? And they give me 20 souls each. Yay! And I'm bleeding. Ugh. Does that do anything? It's leeches. They're sucking my blood. Leeches suck, man. They really do. Don't do that again. I must search the area. Oh gosh. Ah! Don't fall off the edge. These guys are mean. They do. They need a lot of things. Love, affection. Muscles. Organs. Teeth. They might have teeth. I'm just continuing to bleed out. You silly, skelly man. Put some clothes on. Okay. Well, this is terrible fate. And they punch you. They punch you, too. Okay, I'm finally not dying from blood death. Ugh. Exsanguination. Not dying from imminent exsanguination. Always a good thing. Can I just run past all these fools? Is there anything anything to gain from all of this? Oh my gosh. Get away! Get away! They both decided to puke on me at the same time. It's called coordination. Secrets? Nope. Just a little side nook. Get off. Oh, crap. Away from me. Holy. Ah! You might be buying some Warhammer figs soon. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, okay. You finally come over to my side, eh? Oh. Wish I did a little more damage. Oh yeah, I have that. Let's see. One shot, good. Adeptus Mechanicus or Night Haunt. I'm aware of what the Adeptus Mechanicus is. Some of those can get pretty gross, but some of them can be, like, really cool. Haunt. Night Haunt. What is Night Haunt? The Adeptus Mechanicus is cool because it's like the, well, they also have the Inquisitors, but It's kind of like the Inquisition of Warhammer. The technological cyborg Inquisition, if I remember correctly. Is there any reason to jump down into this cesspool of death? No. Well, there's definitely some reason. I do have gold pine bundles. I don't know if I want to waste them here. Fading soul. No one expects the Inquisition! Oh, hi, guys. Oh! What on earth is happening? Oh, I'm so dead. There's no way I can get out of this. Well, they ate me, and carried on. That was terrifying, and that was a perfect surround.
Merciful goddess, mother of please.
No. I mean, you can keep praying all you want, but I don't have to listen to you. Yeah, they are quite spooky. Like, everything has a slight spookiness to it in the Warhammer universe. Which, some of it I can appreciate. But, you know, it's the gothic aesthetic of it that is the most cool. There's also the, what was it called? The Sisters... Sisters of Faith? I don't know. Why is Warhammer so grimdark? Because that's what they were going for. Like, that's all I can say. Made by cynical British people who thought that their imperial history was a horrible thing, which it kind of was. I don't know why I need to attack these guys. These guys look so cute when they're all by themselves, doing nothing wrong. I mean, why is Dark Souls so grimdark? It's in the title. But yeah, I think that the old school RPG sentimentality... Oh! A lot of people that used to play Dungeons and Dragons and had very little else to play, or, you know, played the old 80s and 90s RPG games, grew up, and now those are the people that are making the modern RPG games. And so they have a more adult mentality now. And even so, back in the 80s and 90s, the people that were making RPGs were not necessarily making them for children. They just wanted a game that had kind of a Lord of the Rings aesthetic, which itself is somewhat grimdark. It's just Warhammer. Oh my gosh. You never expect Inquisition, and you never expect maggot men, I guess. I think fire is what these guys dislike. Age of Sigmar. What was the Age of Sigmar again? You can play anyone against anyone in Dark Souls, as long as there is a codex to go along with the proper edition of rules set out by Warhammer 40k. Does that answer your question? I forget what Age of Sigmar is. Like, I have I have a bunch of, oh gosh, they're so horrible. Of figures from like the 2000s version of Dark Angels, and they have all these weapons that have been kind of done away with the newer versions of Warhammer. And so you just have to use the new rules, even though the figure may not reflect those rules. Oh, the fantasy version, yeah. I basically every faction crosses over, actually. The orcs cross over, the elves cross over, although it's just, like, I guess it's so far into the future that, like, portals have opened up to other worlds, Earth has been lost. The reasoning behind why the Eldar are now, like, aliens is not clearly established, but it's basically just the future versions of all of the different factions. Of course, I don't know about the rats. The rats from Warhammer, the original Warhammer, never really, crossed over. But yeah, I do not think that Warhammer 40k and Warhammer Age of Sigmar are compatible to play with. You can make up rules in that case. Like, you know, if you have separate rule books, you can kind of work with it. Who are you, and why are you so mean? Miss Dagger Lady? Miss Daggerfall, because you have daggers and you fell down. Those ladies can be very deadly if they catch you unawares. Ah! Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Thank you. Hi, maggot monster. What is happening? Oh, it's the white tree. Not of Gondor, but... Young white tree. The birch tree. The giant that I saved earlier, or talked to earlier on, is now helping me kill my enemies. Isn't that handy? I don't know if you can see the tower from here, but he's throwing things. Can you kill that thing, please? Thank you. Oh. Large soul of an unknown traveler. His promise has been kept. Undead Bone Shard! Wow. Even more of those. Thank goodness. No. Can you please shoot this one for me, giant man? Okay, he's fine. Doesn't seem to be hurting him. Another unknown traveler over here. Okay, there we go. So many young white branches. Am I missing things? I feel like I've skipped over this area quite quickly. Maybe not. I'll be down there eventually. Anyway, this is just the outskirts of the... excuse me, of the cathedral, which we are heading toward. The outer graveyard. With all of its monuments. Oh, there's the tower. You can see it from here. It's right there. You would never have known it at the beginning of the game. Which is, again, it's really hard to tell where you've been and where you are in the grand scheme of things in Dark Souls 3 as opposed to Dark Souls 1. Kind of one of its only downfalls. Aside from its horrible lighting effects. In certain places. Curse Ward Greatshield. Feels somewhat safe here, so I can look at a couple of items I picked up recently. Executioner's Greatsword. Doesn't have quite as much damage potential as the Bastard Sword, but it looks crazy. Executioners actually did carry this sort of square-topped blade to chop off heads. They didn't need to skewer people, they just needed to chop, which I appreciate. You want to play Adeptus Mechanicus Skitarii against Grots and Stormcast Eternals. That sounds like a lot of fun. I need to look that up later, see what that would look like. Yeah. These guys remind me of Bloodborne enemies. Don't know why, but... What were the Stormcast Eternals? Yet again, I can't remember these things. Those coffins are sealed shut. So, what is good? I need to get out of the open. Fantasy version of Space Marines. Okay. Oh, crap. Hi. He's not even masquerading as a man. This thing is just 100% mucus and maggots. Ow. Crap. Finally. He followed me all the way in here. What a creep. Bleed is a horrible, horrible effect in Dark Souls. It was different in Dark Souls 3, I think. It, built up and then was kind of like poison. Just another version of poison. Take away your health. My word! The humanity! So that's that. What else did I get? Claymore... Astora Greatsword. Yet again, another Dexterity Greatsword. What is the problem? Whoa, that is a long, thin, awesome Greatsword. And it takes away all my endurance to use twice. It's also a stabby Greatsword. Oh, you can see the maggots all over my body. Wicked. In a bad way. Go away, maggots. The Grots were described to me as moon-worshipping little craps. Okay. Tiny goblins, yes. Yes, they're like the workers' party of the orc. They're communists. Orcs are communists in Warhammer. They have no governing leader or body. They just kind of have the big guys lead them around, and everyone else just forms around the big guys. And then the little ones... Well, I guess they're not communists. They're more like... What are they like? I guess any kind of social hierarchy. It's just three hierarchies. The Grots, the medium orcs, and then the massive giant orcs. Just the strongest rule the weak. And the Grots have to, you know, do all the dirty work. Twinkling Titanite. Those giant lizard guys are absolutely no problem for me, and I know they're supposed to be a challenge, that when you overcome them, they kind of give you a special reward, but they're super easy. At least where I am in the game. Secret area. Excuse me. This guy does not get staggered. Poison bite ring, that'd be nice. That would have been nice to have in the stinking swamp. I should have come here first. Well, actually, you have to get through the swamp in order to get here. But there's the secondary swamp. That's even more poisonous. That is very useful for... Can I open up a... where is this? Not even sure. Oh, I know where it is now. Come on. Why do I want to go back here? Good grief, I'm almost dead. Again. Nice well. Yeah, neither way is opened up yet. Because I dropped down like an idiot. I bleed very well. My veins pop. Exactly like the nurses like. You can just take as much blood from me as you want. Easy. Actually, in real life, whenever I go into the nurse, it takes like 2 or 3 tries for them to hit my veins. The worst. It's like, but you're paid to do this. Them veins be poppin'. Them veins be hoppin'. Okay. Saint Tree Bellvine. Very interesting. Wait, I have blood bite moss, right? That helps with blood disorders. So-called. Wait, maybe I don't. I just have purple moss clumps. Criminy Christmas. Didn't know I'd need them. But I do. I just need to find that shortcut. Please don't kill me. My favorite Warhammer faction. I like Space Marines. The Inquisition is pretty cool. It's a pretty small subgroup in Warhammer 40k, but what exists is really cool and like really insane. But the Dark Angels are my favorite Space Marine faction. But of all the factions in... because that's all I really know. I've never really looked into Warhammer itself, like the fantasy version. I learned of Warhammer 40k first, and I got all kind of obsessed with that right off the bat. So I never really got invested into the Warhammer universe. Because Warhammer 40k is is much more popular these days than Warhammer Fantasy. Which came first? I'll have you know. But, as everyone should know, anyway. Titanite Shard. Yay! The Executioner Sword is very good to use, and I might need to use, Titanite on those. I've already been here. Just running around in circles. The Eldar is pretty cool. They have mechs in Warhammer 40k. The Necrons in Warhammer, which are basically the undead faction in Warhammer Fantasy, are all like black and steel and Egyptian style, which is a crazy combination. With like neon green highlights. That's the default color, of course. You can color them whatever you want, but they have a really cool look. Just hordes and hordes of, like, basically Terminators is what they are. With green laser cannons. Atop giant obelisks and, floating pyramids with eyeballs that shoot lasers. More rusted coins, those help with finding things. Item discovery. Well, I've discovered an item! Yay! Red bug pellets. Only one. That is a poor drop. I do believe there was a dwarf faction in, oh, I can't heal right now. In Warhammer the Fantasy version. And I always like myself a good dwarf. That might be the case. I played, a game that was a first-person hack and slash shoot 'em up game that was Warhammer Fantasy called Vermintide, in which you play one of four or five factions. Either the Wood Elf, which of course is, you know, all ranged attacks with bows and knives and such, and magic, or Pyromancer, pretty self-explanatory, or a dwarf, or an Imperial guy. There were two Imperials. One of them was like a rapier-wielding dapper fellow, and another one was a gun-toting mercenary with a top hat. I played him the whole time, but that's all I really know of the fantasy world of Warhammer. Age of Sigmar, there are Mohawk Fire Barbarian Dwarves as well as Brass Steampunk Dwarves. I see. Yeah, I'll take a Brass Steampunk Dwarf army. That sounds good. And Barbarian Dwarves can have their own charm. Accursed crossbowman. Oh! A really good aim is good. You're not getting away. Oh, crap. They're all coming to get me. How do fireballs fare against fiery terrorist cultists? Well, they all killed themselves already, so I don't have to worry about it. No! Oh! The range of that thing. Last Estus. Well. Stop laughing at me. Stop! Stop it! Evangelist robe. You can almost complete the set. Look like a fat old hag. Yep, there it is. So it was armor. Unless we're wearing the skin of our enemy, but I would hope that wouldn't be the case. There's stitching along the side. Why would you make this kind of armor? Just why? I'm so fat now. I guess if you're already fat, you would want some armor to adhere to your, loins. Your waist section. That poofeth out. Futota? What? This is a word I am unaware of. Fancy that. I am ignorant of many words. Japanese for fat. That's pretty simple. Pretty easy to learn. Futota. I can remember that. You, sir, have a halberd. Just like mine. I'm not using it right now because it has 0 damage potential at the moment. Oh. Oh! Mangy little git. Talking about little you-know-whats. Moon-worshipping little...
Merciful goddess, mother of the forlorn.
Right. Have to get back there now. I still need to find the stinking opening of these doors. Doors. There must be a way. I'm not going through Zombieland again. How good is my bleed resistance? Oh, hi! These have 0 stagger. Gotcha, you monstrous. I have heard of the tabletop game Malifaux, but I have never played it. I'd be interested in knowing about it. Need to get up top. If I had a doohickey... Does this work? No, that doesn't work. But it might work on these guys. They should come for me. Nice, all the way away. Too far. Wonder if I die of build-up. Bleeding build-up. Blood boiling, body blasting, blood buildup of bleeding. I might like it because it's very grimdark Victorian Gothic with steampunk. Whoa! That sounds right up my proverbial alley. And it's a tabletop game. Does it have figures? Because that's something that I really, really love. Or want to be in a game. Ooh, figures! Yeah, I'd look that stuff up. In a heartbeat. Don't come after me, you fee. She thought she was so cool. Yeah, it sounds like I'd be totally into that. Cowboys in it, too. Makes sense. Victorian era. Okay, this is much better in every way. I don't know if I can wear it, though. And yokai? What the earth? What, the Earthbound? I need earth and fire resist. I mean, bleed and fire resistance. Mainly fire resistance right now. Yeah, for some reason, this skirt with boots is better than anything else for fire resist. Who'da thunk? Not I. You missed. Oh gosh. Oh crap. Okay. I never get back to my bloodstain, but whatever. Wow. Okay, so I think I need to go back and buy myself a torch, because without one, I cannot get the maggots off. I don't know how important that will be in the long run, but it would be very helpful for now. The grimdark Victorian Gothic aesthetic with steampunk cowboys and yokai sounds like a very specific episode of Hellboy, in which all of those things happen in the same episode. Let's see. I need souls. I might just need 100. We'll see. Oh, I can give her Umbral Ash. Dream Chaser's Ashes. We got this at the top of the, I guess, tower where the Wolf Covenant was located.
Ashen One, what woeful umbral ash is this?
I don't know.
This barren dust, stuff of a fool, won't yield aught. Where didst thou happen upon the stuff? Tell me for the sport.
Up in that tower.
Oh yes, I see. Clinging to lofty dreams in this dying world, more's the pity. It must come from one most foolish indeed. Wouldst thou not agree?
I can't say one way or the other. I have no idea what this means, and I have no idea what not telling her would entail. Like, why would I not tell her? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Okay, 300. So, we get the Undead Legion armor, the Exile armor. What we got were the Leather Hunter, was the Leather Hunter outfit, as well as the Life Ring. Nice! The Life Ring is very nice. It gives you extra health. That's always useful. You can get that at the very beginning by choosing that as the burial gift that you start out with.
Ah?
want that. I want this. Yes. Also, the Sorcerer's Staff, because I don't have one.
Ashen
Now, I can equip and attune magic weapon. I'm very close to being able to use great magic weapon. Greatly reinforce right weapon with magic. There. So, what we need now, take this off and put on the Sorcerer's Staff. Used to cast sorceries. A common catalyst given to sorcerers of Vinheim Dragon School. Equipped a catalyst to use sorceries. Sorceries must be attuned to bonfire before use. Steady Chant. Boosts the strength of sorceries for a very short period. Works well when equipped in either hand. What is the doohickey? Sacred Chimes. Oh, it's a chime for clerics to cast their miracles. Gotcha. Executioner's Greatsword. Great sword of a debauched executioner used for beheadings. This sword retains a keen memory of its executioner's duty and absorbs FP from each fallen foe. Whoa, that's interesting. That might be useful. That might be very useful. I also have Bone Dust. And stuff. Let's just get rid of that now. Burn Undead Bone Shard, please. Kaflooey. Now let's see how this works. Yeah. I have a bright blue weapon now. Pretty cool. Yeah, and you can turn it off. Just so. Also, I can use this, and then, use this. And there you go. You have an extra powerful sword. Magic sword. Okie dokie then. What was I doing? It's hard to remember all the things that I can possibly do here. I'll use up all of these. Bam! And you know what? Arstor's Spear, which I picked up from a Twisted Soul, is not that useful.
Aha,
Unless you're dexterity, so. What shall we transpose instead? Probably not transpose anything. I'll just use the soul. Rotted grapewood? Grapewood? No. Talk to him again. Let's just make sure that I wouldn't regret this. It's DC, DC, DC. Yeah. Worthless to me.
Now.
I want to transpose something eventually. But right now, we just get souls. Which is basically just money. Yeah. Whoa, 20,000. Yeah, I got 20,000 souls for that one. Whoop-de-doo. Man. Okay, let's see if we can't upgrade something. Wow. Okay, so there are a few great swords I want to try out. This one is also scaling with skill. Blast it. This one is strength, which is good. The Ultra Greatsword is ridiculously powerful. And requires a ridiculous amount of strength, of course. Let's look at what the Dark Sword does. I think everyone says... if you start Berserk... I started with the anime, and I was quite pleased with that, although there were certain things that were left out from the manga. So everyone says go manga. But because it's the best, the more fleshed out. But if you read the manga first, you'll have a bad reaction to what happens in the animes, multiple anime, because there are certain things left out. So I would just strategically, for your own enjoyment, start with the Berserk anime, then watch the rest of the anime, then go and read Berserk if you want to. Also, the anime, both of them, are much less graphic than the manga, and the manga is really graphic. Certain parts, I would even say, are borderline pornographic. Hentai, basically. Because there are quite a few love scenes, and a few rape scenes as well. Well, actually quite a few rape scenes, too, in the manga, that are not shown in the anime. So, it's up to you. It's a pretty intense thing either way, so be prepared. But yeah, I would recommend watching the anime first if you want to feel good about it. So yeah. Because yeah, the manga is much more intense. It's incredibly drawn, though. There are certain... basically every single frame is like an art piece. Like every manga volume took the creator like a year to create, because he's basing his art style off of classical art from the Renaissance era. I think Bosch is one of his influences, and can't remember the other one, but like that's why he does so much shading. So yeah, anyway, the anime is very good. Don't you dare watch the dub. The voice acting is pretty just anime. I don't enjoy the dub. I tried watching through it again, and it's just pretty embarrassing in my point of view. So, Dark Greatsword. Pitch Black Straight Sword of the Dark Wraith. Survivor of the land swallowed by darkness. The Dark Wraiths were the first Red Orb invaders and originators of a unique sword technique inspired by their thick, broad blades. So it doesn't really say anything else about that. Which is okay, I guess. Ooh. Yeah, I don't watch anything dubbed either, unless I know that it's gonna be good. Unless someone is like, oh, this is the best dub ever! Kind of like the Trigun dub. That dub was very close to perfect, in my opinion. Of a Trigun. Ah. Yes. I would imagine. I picked up the manga in Barnes & Noble of Akame ga Kill, and had a very similar reaction. It's super intense. In many, many ways. The Bastard Sword is doing well. I don't know that there's any reason to upgrade anything else, although the Executioner's Sword, you gain MP from it. Oh, it's heavier, isn't it? Dagnabbit. I kinda want to try it, though.
What?
Do we have enough Titanite shards? I think I can just upgrade twice. Yeah. I can also upgrade the heavy Bastard Sword. Maybe the halberd? That would basically make the halberd just as good as what the Bastard Sword is now. I'm not sure if that's worth it. $160 plus 39, 171 plus 63, or 161 plus 52. Interesting. 183 plus... Yeah, I'll go with,
Pretty be
Bastard Sword.
careful.
In the main, I think. I've already upgraded it so many times. Let's see if I can't infuse this thing. Where'd it go? Can I not infuse it? Ah, it must be already a special weapon. The Executioner's Sword. So no special infusions for it. That stinketh. Going heavy. Heavy B sword. Heavy BS.
Pretty be careful. I don't. Just what?
That is some heavy BS. Oh boy. No. Reinforce. Yes, sirree.
Pretty be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.
Okay. It's basically the same as the Bastard Sword, so no real reason to go for it instead. Just wasted a little bit. BS Bingus style. I also can upgrade out the wazoo.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire. Very well, then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls. Let these souls withdraw from their vessels. Manifestations of disparity. Elucidated by fire.
Oh boy. Vitality is important right now. For maintaining my endurance, but... Also in stinking attunement. But I'll go intelligence first. Oh, that feels so bad. I wanna... Well, if Great Magic Sword is worth it, we will find out. I did it.
Farewell, maiden.
Oh my. Okay, we made this decision. And we're moving on. What else can I buy? Always have to double check everything.
Oh, hello, you're back. And in one piece.
Yes. I can buy bums. I can buy... what else? Short bow, which is useless to me. And this stuff. I haven't used the bow at all. Oh, I can buy blood red moss clumps. 2 of them. Might as well. Just in case. And I'm out of here. To the cleansing chapel. This chapel will be cleansed by me.
Merciful goddess, mother of the forlorn, who have no place to call their own, please bear witness to our resolve. Fire for Ariandel. Fire for Ariandel.
You already said that. Or what need you say that again? Oh, that's not what I meant to do. How many embers do I have? 5, not many. Also, I need to equip this thing. I'm gonna get hit. Where? Man, I have so much stuff. Where's the torch? I don't know. I bought the torch. Don't come near me, fool. I will BS you. There it is. No. There. Okay, we're good. If he comes after me, I know what to do. Oh. Away! Wow, he is really weak to fire. Yeesh. Unlimited use. Excellent. There's gotta be a way to... There's gotta be a way through. Can't jump on that roof, can I? This just brings me right back to where I was. I feel like there should be an opening right here, but there is not. Just do the same thing again with this ragamuffin man. Fire has its uses. Yeah, this is just a square room. Oh well. I'll get there eventually. Nothing over here either, just that Titanite shard that I already got. Moving on. Hopefully none of those undead will come after me. Hopefully I can deal with this in a good manner. I want to use the longbow now. Longbow. And arrows. I'm encumbered, of course, now that that's happening. I missed, didn't I? How pathetic. Right in the head. Right in the neck. And he's gone. Didn't have to face him in one-on-one combat. Combat. Don't you dare. Go into a bit of fiery rage. Literal fire. Don't do that. This is better. For now. Has better lightning resist. Which I guess is good. But this is actually really good armor. This fat armor. Fat suit. Nobody knocked me off, please. Is there any reason to come back here? Just to kill this thing? Yep. Oh, item. Longsword. I've not had a longsword in this entire game. Longswords are nice. But not if they engender passivity. Just like anything. I don't need to go over there unless someone's attacking me. Hi. These guys and their flamberges and hatchets and chains and little conical heads of comical size. They got on my nerves quite a lot. So yeah, we are climbing the sides, the buttresses of the cathedral. We are seeking entrance illegally to this cathedral. It is cut off from all entrance or exits. Oh! I won't be ambushed this time. Not really. Double kill. Always feels good. Oh, where did you come from? Just from, you know, from across the street. You know, I work downtown at the torture chamber. Oh yeah, I know that torture chamber. I visit it every Saturday. Hi, Mr. Spider-Man. You're not Spider-Man. You can't fool me. Too easy to kill. And shoot off of walls. Soul of a nameless soldier. Yet again. Let's see what it looks like with, this helmet. I know I won't be able to wear it, but Oh, that is good. That's priceless. What about this? That just as good. Sassy? Don't call me sassy. I can't tell whether you mean sexy or sassy. I guess that's both, huh? My word. I'm having too much fun now. That's a shiny helmet. Okay, we can move on like this. The knight in shining armor. Shining? Don't throw that mist at me. With white cape. I'm a white knight. Oh, that's way too much. Way too much armor. Curses! Why can't I have anything I want in life? Get your feminism ready. I need 69 or less, please. Feh. 8.6. Get it. Get it. Man, I don't want to wear the silly, you know, oh well. This is fine. Here we go. Oh my, what is happening? It's a nightmare! All of a sudden, just became a flaming rave party in here. Ooh.
Merciful goddess, mother of the forlorn, who have no place to call their own.
Ooh.
Please bear witness to...
No. Now I have to go all the way back there. How silly. Quadruple kill! Was I silent for a while? I had to turn myself on again. For some reason. At least now I'm skinny. Like a sassy feminist. Or a sassy feminist. Totally missed him, but okay. These ladies are fine one-on-one, but when they become like 4 or 5 of them with flaming acolytes, that's different news. That's different. Okay, just run in here, take them out. Oh, okay. He flung himself into the abyss because of his incredible beliefs. flaming fire of his ideals consumed him. What are you... This is tense. This is tense! Star Wars Episode 1, anyone? Everyone? Achterleben! Get that thing. Thank you. And just move on. Let's just move on. Yeah, let's just move on. That was hilarious. There's a mukbang girl, Stephanie, on YouTube that always says stuff like, "Hey, Biss." Hold, please. Get to listen to this guy praying again.
Who have no place to call their own.
Hello, Pappy.
Please bear
Hi.
witness to our resolve. Fire for Ariandel. Fire for Ariandel.
Sure, that would be great.
And the ash to kindle flame.
Large would be great. I don't think there's any such thing as too many French fries. I think she would agree. Okie dokie. Thank you. Love you. Bye-bye. Okay. Well, this is a fun run. Hey, Biss! With the tilde. Tilde is what makes it all good. I would still, condemn people calling their audience Biss, but there is never too much mayonnaise with you fries. Well, that depends. That definitely depends. Like, if they're just drowning in if they're just drowning in mayonnaise, and you literally have to scoop handfuls of mayonnaise out in order to get fries, I think you have too much mayonnaise. Crap! Why'd I diss unearned baby top? What? What is this? I find it's difficult to understand what you're saying. To be quite honest. I always end up rolling in the direction of the... Hi! This is ridiculous. Oh my. You don't know how to read? No, I don't. I don't know. I guess I just have to kill every single one of these fools. These bunguses. Got it! Ah. That sound was the sound of a sword being dragged along the ground. Didn't mean to that to rhyme, but it did. Yay, I got him. Titanic shard. Titanic. Is there a way to get up there? Probably is. He has a lantern on his side. I wish I could get him. We got them on lock. Luck. Heck, we do. Oh, he's not in. Crap. Oh my. No. Why they no die? Why? They were dying in one hit before, and I don't know what the difference is. Maybe the upgraded halberd would be better. Maybe this armor is just toast. When everyone looks back on Phil of this era, they will cringe their entire selves, and then you will be the only one left. I think that might already be happening. We are already seeing the truth. Oh my goodness, I just used that Estus. Kind of an idiot am I. If I talk to this fellow, he will set me on an inescapable journey into the DLC portion of this game, which is like harder than the end game. So I'm not gonna do that. Here we go again. I think I'm going to try magic weapon this time. Don't mind me, you cultists. You heretics. Time to pwn these fools. That be what time it is. That show be the time. Faux show. And faux rizzle. Time for the ponage. The punage. Do you witness? Do you witness? Tell me, do you witness? Alright. Charles is angry. Charles is hangry. No one can stop him. Slay! Okay, these guys need to get got. Yes, double kill with the backslash. Death. Missed. Twice. Fire in the butt. Doesn't matter. Slay! Oh yes! Slay! 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 Kill you! I'm faster than you! Alright, what do I need to do here? Ember? That's what necessary? I staboo. Hopefully the Flamburger won't come and try and kill me again. Would you kindly? Your mist means nothing, friend. Your attempts are feeble at best. Okay, what's over here? Nothing. He shot. Missed. He did. He did shoot missed. And he shot and he missed. You get it? You get what I did there? You see what's going on? Souls retrieved. Alright, hello. That's one white-faced hag dead. White-faced hag assassin. No more prayer for you, beasts. I need to stop saying that. One can choose to not repeat what other people say. Oh, you heard that, didn't you? Yeah, you did. You also feel this. No, you don't. Well, that was very unfortunate. Well, so much for stealth. I'll just let you guys run yourself out. Made it past there. Where on earth am I? Oh! There you are. I knew you were there. This is a dangerous place. How does the R2 work? Okay, that works. Hopefully they don't all get up and rush at me now. Ekafwoosh! Oh, I knew there was an ambush somewhere. Oh. Good thing I was embered. Hey, good thing you're dead. Easy peasy. Well, actually no, I could have died, but I'm okay. Ember! Axe Cop! That was Axe Cop. And he's dead. With a shot to the face. Straight to the face. Well, the doors are open on this side. We are finally inside the Cathedral of the Deep. And there are tree roots coming through the ceiling. How does that make sense? Maybe so. I might... You can bring them up. But now that I'm in the Cathedral of the Deep, I need to find a bonfire. And once I do that, I'll probably take a break for Din Din. In other words, Dinair. That is a puking statue. Literally. Yes, here's the Great Hall of greatness and deepness, depth. Eat it! But I have to find a place to save. Okay? Okay? I have to find a place to save, okay? I just killed a couple of priests. Feel real good about it. These are the Lord's jeeps. Don't you know these are the Lord's jeeps? Don't you know I have had diarrhea since Easter's? Love Nacho Libre. You haven't seen it? You must see it. A must-watch comedy. So here we can see places that we visited before, but because it's so disconnected, I don't really care. Big old place over there, huh? Yeah. There is. And finally... finally... at long last, there's a stinking doorway. Bring us back here. That is one of the few moments in this game of really good level design. Where it brings you back in an awesome little shortcut that can bring you all the way back to where you just left off. So, with that, I must end the stream, and then I'll be back in probably 30 to 45 minutes. With more Dark Souls. So, until then, I bid you adieu. Very well, thanks for watching, Pilpashir and Gurg, and everyone else. Thanks a lot. So yes, very well, and God bless. Don't go away. I'll be back tonight.